Do you have like a GoPro stuck to your forehead or something? Or do you have this mount on top of a mount on top of a mount construction that still doesn't give you the quality you want? Do you have like a sound recorder behind your ear to get that perfect sound? Did you buy that very expensive 80 € Rode microphone and it's not working with the GoPro Media Mod? Or you're absolutely wired in and still not getting the sound you want? And you're using a lot of these fuzzy things, but still the only thing you can hear is like... So you're going crazy and absolutely want to set everything on fire? I'm here to help. Yo guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video. So, I've been reading the comments and a lot of you guys have been asking me, what do you use as a motorcycle motovlog setup? And yeah, the last couple of months I've been doing a lot of motovlogs and I finally found a setup that can actually do 200 kilometers an hour on the German Autobahn with a BMW GS and just talking to you guys like it's absolutely perfect.
85. This thing is like really stable.
So yeah, in today's video, we're going to talk about the motovlog setup. I'm gonna teach you guys how I do it, how you can get a good sound, and also some more camera setups, some more info, some more tips on motovlogging. Stay tuned. So the first thing I want to show you guys is my GoPros. Yeah, I got multiple. I got two 8s, a 9, and a 360. Now, I've not been using the 360 a lot because it's like a really wide angle thing and you need like a big stick to poke it out somewhere. That's something like this. Look how long this thing is.
That's what she said!
You can make it a little bit shorter, attach it to your motorcycle somewhere, and then you got like this 360 view, but I'm not into that. If you're starting at a low budget and you're like, want to get an 8, but it's already 11 time, just get an 8. The 8 also has 4K, but I mean, I do not shoot in 4K because first of all, the size of the files is like freaking huge. And if you check your YouTube analytics, well, 95% is watching from a cell phone. So I do use my two 8s if I want to do a shoot in the front of me. That's pretty cool to change up your camera view. Or if I want to record the side of my wheel. So that's why I use my 8s. And then I got this 9. This thing is just as good as a 10 or an 8 or an 11. I'm rocking the 9. So I used a lot of options before I got to this point. So at first I had like the GoPro 8. You had like this, yeah, USB-C converter into audio jack thingy. This thing. Hello? But the second that little box moved, and it was a big box stuck to my helmet, made no sense. That big box, the second it moved, it started crackling and making different sounds. So you had to use USB-C. It made no sense, whatever. And it didn't work with a normal audio jack, so I got like this battery-powered bunch of wires microphone thingy. Absolutely terrible. And then I got the Media Mod. So GoPro 9 with the Media Mod. Pretty easy to do. Open it up, slide it in, close it back off. There's a little bit of dirt and sand and grease and nasty shit in there. And on the back of the Media Mod, you got a USB Mini, you got a USB-C, and you got a 3.5mm audio jack. And then I'm using a very expensive 80 euros or 75 euro Rode Lavalier Pro microphone. So I got myself a Media Mod and a GoPro 9. I put this really... We're fine, we're fine. So I take my little audio jack and I put this very expensive 80 euro thing in there. And you guys are thinking like, oh man, that is absolutely... I'll show you guys. So you just spend a lot of money on a good setup and it does absolutely nothing. That's where the TRS and the TRS audio jack comes in. Let me explain very shortly. Now listen to me carefully because I will only tell you once. So this is a TRS audio jack with 2 black lines on it. This Rode microphone is a TRRS. Yep. This one has got 3 on it. And this one has got 2 on it. You need 2 of these black spots to go on your GoPro Media Mod. If you use these 3, it's not gonna work. At one point you even go so crazy that you put like sound recorders behind your ear or into your mouth and try something like that just to get that perfect sound. Yeah. Now if you buy one of these Lavalier Pro microphones, it comes with a little fuzzy thing on top. And sometimes you even get more fuzzy things on that. If you put your microphone into your cheek pad or something like that, you're gonna get this. I'm rubbing the microphone. Stop it. You don't want that. You absolutely don't want that. So get this fuzzy part off. And then there's another fuzzy little part about it. Yank it off also. So we only got that little thingy. Now I can't really take you guys inside my helmet with the camera because the camera is a little bit too big. You see that little bump over there? There's my mic, pointed up, like that. Boop. So if the wind comes underneath your helmet, you should wear a scarf. If you're riding with a helmet and a camera, wear a scarf. So you got less wind going underneath your helmet and straight into your microphone. So that's why I'm pointing my microphone upwards. And also when you close the visor, no wind in there. And even riding with an open visor, it's not really that big of a problem because it's also hidden behind this part. So the microphone is actually down here, pointing upwards. So now we got the GoPro setup, we got the media mod, we got the sound. Let's head over to the actual mounts. So the problem with my X-Lite helmet, my X-Lite carbon fiber Iris helmet, the problem I had was the GoPro mounts are not made for a helmet like that. Because the front of the helmet has like a plastic cover on it. And even with a 3M sticky GoPro thingy like this, it didn't want to hold on when I did a little bit of speeding. So yeah, almost lost the GoPro a couple of times. So I had to use a little bit of duct tape. It's not how you're supposed to do it. So then I found out about chin mounts. So yeah, chin mounts, look at that. Chin mounts is actually 3D printing GoPro mounts, especially for your helmet. So I did find them creating one for my Commander, my brand new Aero Commander. So it absolutely fits perfect. Really like this chin mount. Another mount that I sometimes use is the GoPro chest mount. It's also very easy to put on. It's more like a shoulder. It's more like, yeah, you just put it on like a backpack like that. Cheep. Put it on like this. Put it like that. Put a GoPro on there and wrap, you're good to go. Now, if your seating height is a lot lower, this might be in the way of your gas tank or your instrumental or your dashboard. So, not always a fan of this, but sometimes it looks pretty decent, depending on the motorcycle. So in case of the 1290 Adventure, my GoPro is just going to show you guys my display and my navigation. So this is not ideal. So this is where we want to be. I'm just gonna start it up for you guys because I can. Now when it comes to camera placement on your helmet, there is of course a couple of different options. I preferably like it to be a little bit under my chin. A good place is always to the side here, and then sometimes people even record a little bit of the side of their helmet. It's also pretty fun to watch. Like I said, I do prefer the front. And yeah, a couple of people also have one on top. I seriously do not like watching from the top because it feels like you're a giant or something filming from way too high, and it's not really that beautiful. So you have to record that eyesight. And it looks pretty stupid as well if you get a GoPro on top of that. Now the Aero Commander does come with a... I can't do it. Anyway, I can't... I'm gonna break my nail. Anyway, you can put a GoPro. There's like a special bolt you get for the new Aero Commander Adventure helmet. And you can actually put a GoPro on top of that. But, I mean, the view from all the way on top, it's not as good as you think it is for the viewer. And also, if you're doing over 200 kilometers an hour, the wind is just going to, it's going to pull your helmet back. I've been there. It's a really pain in the ass. Woo! Now, I really like my seat on wheels. So, other options you have that I use from time to time is the handlebar lock. So this you just put on your handlebar, and you can also put a GoPro on here. So you got that front view. So sometimes you can switch from the front to the rear, from the front to the side, from the left to the right. You can switch it up a little bit, make it a little bit more exciting. I should really use this thing a lot more. Next to that, we also got some suction cups. So if you have a friend that is bald, you can just stick this onto his head and have an extra camera.
Hey!
But he's probably not going to like that. But yeah, suction cups. I know on a motorcycle you do not have a lot of big spaces you can actually put this on, but you know, sometimes it comes in handy. And then you get these two little thingies. And you might be thinking like, what the hell is that? So if you bring a tripod with you, you can actually put this on, and just have a GoPro on it as well. Or you can just get the GoPro tripod. Look at that. This is like a little funny GoPro tripod thingy. You can actually use to vlog. I thought it was a little bit longer. See that? It's actually made for the GoPro. Now, when it comes to extensions for your GoPro, God dang it. Whee! Oh, really sorry about that. So when it comes to extensions on your GoPro, yeah, I got like a big bag full of these extensions and hooks and triangles and whatnot. So you can get a little bit creative if you want. Now, as for the GoPro settings, I have my beep volume on very high, on the highest mode possible. So if you turn it on, you can actually hear it beep when riding your motorcycle. And I also put on, when I'm recording, my red lights. So if I'm not sure if I'm recording, I just look in my mirror to the left or to the right. And when I see it blinking, I actually know it's recording. Then I also have the quick capture on. The quick capture actually means if your GoPro is totally turned off, you only press your record button once, and I will demonstrate. Make sure it is in the right settings. So I got 1080p, 50 frames of 1080p, 50 frames a second in super view or wide view. So when I'm riding and I see something like, oh, that's something special over there, I only press the record button once, pops on, start recording. See that? Pops on, start recording. See that? And when I press the record button once again, look what happens. Turns itself right off. Battery saving, and only record the things you need to record. Now, last but not least, you are ready to go. Your noble steed is waiting for you to ride it. Your GoPro setup is absolutely bonkers. Now, before you go, put on your GoPro, record a little 5-second clip of you talking, starting up the engine, for example. Put your helmet back off. Go into your freaking GoPro and check if the footage is actually good. Because it is not the first time that I recorded an hour of video and my GoPro started like failing on me. So be a little bit careful with that. So that is the end of today's video. Hope you guys liked it and I learned you guys something, even if it's just a little bit. Make sure you don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Drive safe. Shouldn't have bumped that with my helmet, but yeah.